I've just been reflecting this weekend with all that's going on. Some of the photos and that on social media of our members who have already received their ballot papers and returning them are absolutely fantastic. And, we need to keep that momentum going and keep those votes coming in. Anyone who's not received their ballot paper, certainly by the early part of next week, then you need to let us know so that we can chase that up and see what's gone wrong if people haven't had their ballot papers, because they was all sent first class. But as soon as you do receive them, if it is Monday, then do like a lot of your mates, a lot of your colleagues, and return them straight away, and hopefully with a yes vote to support this trade union. The other thing that obviously I've been reflecting on is management and their sort of behaviour, which is strange to say the least, and is really smacking of desperation. And I think everybody's seeing through that. They underestimate your intelligence. I think they have done from day one, as much as they underestimate your gumption to stand up for yourself and your pride and your self-respect and everything else. But we know they don't, so it's not a surprise, but it is quite a surprise how out of touch they are with the people that they employ. But they've made some plea, haven't they, at the end of last week, saying that, asking you to hold on and not vote for a week, because they're going to come out with some revealing information. Well, that's absolute tactical nonsense. You vote as soon as you get your ballot paper, because regardless, if management come forward with proposals that are acceptable to this trade union, then obviously we wouldn't be taking industrial action for the sake of it. But I tell you, and I promise you, we won't get the right agreement unless they see this union has delivered a massive yes vote in this ballot. So if you want the best deal, get your ballot paper back and make sure you vote yes for the trade union. We suspect that some of the stuff they're going to come out with is in relation to the pensions, and what they're going to try and do is split us as a workforce, something we are determined not to do. Our solidarity is key, not just to pensions, but to your pay deal, to no changes to the pipeline, which means your delivery duties won't be going out till later, and all work in mail centres and processing to be later. All these sort of issues. It's not just about pensions. There's some massive key issues that affect everybody, and it's our solidarity which will enable us to get the right deal for everybody. And don't forget, for people in Parcelforce, it is about your pension, it is about your pay as well, absolutely, and it's also about the legally binding agreement and the ability for them to split up this business and sell off people like Parcelforce, as well as try to flood you with more owner drivers. So don't think for 1 minute it's not about Parcelforce as well, and every other grade. This is about everybody in Royal Mail Group and getting the right deal for everybody. What they'll try and do on pensions is, you don't need the brains of Lloyd George to work out that people that are closer to retirement are obviously going to be least affected by these changes. And that's the thing I believe they're going to play on. But I think by their own admission, they accept that at least 70% of people are going to be worse off with their pensions. We think it'll probably be more than that, but even by their own admission, management. So that's not acceptable. But what they're also discounting is the 42,000 members, our members, that are stuck in a totally inadequate DC scheme as well. And we've made it clear, our policy now, if we've got to address the issue of pensions, this is our one-time opportunity to ensure that we correct the inequality in pension provision to our members and do one pension scheme for all of our members. We have to protect the next generation of postal workers. We have to protect our young workers. They are not in an adequate pension scheme, and this is our opportunity to put that right, as well as protecting everybody that's in the DB scheme. So please don't fall for the sort of tactical games that they're trying to play. If they want to put something better to this trade union, then put it in the talks. We was in talks with them again Thursday on Friday, and I can assure you nothing has changed in their negotiators' attitude. They leaked some new pay offer, £370 lump sum, which they say is the equivalent of 1.5. They also said it would be consolidated in April 2018. That's not true. In the offer they've made, there is still all sorts of hoops that you would have to jump through, all sorts of strings attached to that to get 1.5 when inflation is running at around 3% or more. So again, that's a pay deal that we're going to totally reject. And by the way, the other thing they didn't say in that pay offer is that £375 for part-timers, that will be pro rata, so it will be a lot less than that as well. So it's going to be some sort of another attempt to split this membership. I don't think they're going to do it. We are absolutely solid. Everything we've seen on social media, when we've been brave enough to do an online question and answers, me and Dave Ward, the General Secretary, for anyone to come in and ask. They haven't done that, have they? Moya Green ain't done that. The top people at Royal Mail haven't done that. No, they just keep sneaking things out that they think is going to break you and is going to split you. I don't believe that'll happen. I don't believe you'll fall for that. In fact, all of their actions should make you run to that post box and return your ballot paper. We need a massive return, whether you're with us or whether you don't. Cast your vote. We've said it before. No sitting on the fence. But if you're with this union, then don't leave it to other people. Don't leave it to your workmates. Get that ballot paper. Put good cross in the right box and get it into that post box. It is absolutely essential that we get as many ballot papers back as possible. Apart from the new legislation and needing over 50% of people to vote, we're not even talking about that. We want 100% of people to vote. So cast your vote, get hold of it. And if you've not received your ballot paper by early next week, then please get hold of us at Union Headquarters and we'll make sure we try and sort that out. But if you are receiving them, don't hang about. This is too important. This is a referendum on your future. It's a referendum on making it absolutely clear to the leadership of Royal Mail that they have got it wrong. They're out of touch with their people, and the postal workers in this country will not stand by and see their jobs ruined, their standard of living ruined, their pensions ruined, and this great public service ruined. Thanks for all your support. Please keep sending all the pictures on social media. It's really uplifting and motivating for us, your negotiators. And please, 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 talk to the people you work with. Make sure everyone is getting that ballot paper back in. Vote yes.